Some believe that demonetizing small channels on YouTube is a good thing. They say if you don't meet the current arbitrary threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time in the last 12 months, then try harder. They tell us that small channels aren't making enough money to allow them to rub 2 pennies together from their meager earnings. Veterans of YouTube remind us that until recently we weren't able to monetize our videos anyway, so stop crying and get over it. One of my channels is about 12 years old and recently received this kindly notice from the creator gods. I didn't monetize that channel, nor did I ever make any effort to gain subscribers because it was a fun hobby, as we're reminded by the giants of YouTube. So they made this announcement a few weeks ago. One thing I do agree with the defenders of such a move is that yes, many of us goofed off and didn't consider YouTube as a business. And yes, money earned from channels below the new standards is a mere pittance. I want to make 2 modest contributions to the discussion. One is that YouTube is partly to blame for this disaster of their own creation. I don't blame them for reacting to the issues that brought on the first adpocalypse last year, but it is how they reacted. It seemed to us much lower down in the pecking order that they flung out a series of fixes and poorly thought out algorithms that has plagued small and large channels alike. You may respond by saying that Google and YouTube were not prepared for and well equipped to deal with the consequences of advertisers pulling out of a market due to social pressure. I would say that although the business model on YouTube is fairly new, the concept of advertising dollars being placed appropriately is far from a new one. So they were caught unawares and were uniquely unprepared for the adpocalypse and its aftermath. But the response is not a new one. When large corporations fail due to poor planning or bad decisions made at the top, then often the first to be jettisoned are the people at the bottom. Not every company takes it out on its lowest paid employees, and many attempt to find ways to return their loyalty to the company. Thought number 2, for all it's worth, is that they started moving the goalposts months ago with the minimum of 10,000 views to gain you entry into the esteemed world of partnership. I ask you this, will they keep moving the line further and further so that next you'll be required a minimum of 50,000 or 500,000 or even 1 million subscribers? I'm certain many of the so-called big YouTubers would start to howl at this prospect. But let us get back to this concept of hobby. Even if inferior videos like the one on this channel no longer are able to eke out some meager earning, it does take many hours to write, record, and edit each one. Some say that this move will eliminate the fly-by-night scammers and lower quality content. You don't have to be a YouTube veteran to know that many popular channels consist only of either 100% other people's content repackaged with nothing added, or compilation videos that pretty much do the same with arguably some added context by the editing process. While there is a need for any or all of these types of channels, equating quality with size is a big mistake. But I will end with this. I started this channel with a need to get a message out. If I am able to get that same message out with less cash, then so be it. Maybe one day I'll be earning enough money so that I'm not actually losing it on costs associated with it. But making cash wasn't the reason for being in my case, and being able to connect with others is. I am very hopeful but not optimistic about the future of the platform that YouTube now provides us. With the rise in cord cutters and less people tuning into legacy television or live broadcast TV, a new model is emerging, and it looks pretty clear that YouTube wants in on it. The rise of YouTube was partly due to the wide range and diverse content being offered by the serious and hobbyists alike. I do not think that the content, when they were on the rise, is part of their new business model. But alas, Google and YouTube are businesses, and the bottom line is just that. The industry is scrambling to dominate the new territory of people binge watching shows or on-demand movies. The old TV paradigm is almost dead. So let's enjoy this while we can. Hope that we can contribute to make avail of this current platform of diverse viewpoints, or very likely another one will emerge that will scoop up the ashes and crumbs left by the giants and assemble something new from the remains. I think very few in their wildest dreams back in the 1990s had any idea that this new media would fit into the palm of your hand with more computing power than the NASA Apollo moon missions. For some, their record, tape, book, CD, or video collections filled an entire room, now slides into your back pocket. What next? Tell us below in the comments what your thoughts are on this latest episode. Do you have a small channel that's going to be demonetized, or have a bigger one that is safe? For now.